Real estate agents, hey, stop what you're doing. Stop scrolling. Stop sliding over. Stop what you're doing. You need to check this out. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the top 5 must-have features of a real estate website. The top 5 features you must have on a real estate website. All right, let's get down to it. All right, number 1, your website or your desktop website and your mobile website on your phone, both, they need call to actions. I've talked about this before in great detail, and I'm going to talk about it again because you need to hear it and again and again and again. Because most sites, they fail, they drop the ball on this, and they wonder why they don't get calls. It's because you have to have call to actions. That's the first thing you need to have on your website. What is a call to action? A call to action is something that tells the person to pick up their phone and call. It gets them to take action. That's why I say it's call to action. The word call is in the phrase call. You want them to call and you want them to take action. Call to action. What is a call to action? It's the phone number. It's the phone number at the top of the website. I didn't say on the contact us page. I said on the top of the website, right under the navigation bar. And it needs to be visible. And you can actually put the word next to it saying, call me now or contact me now. Call me or contact me. And that's all you need. And that's a simple call to action that every website needs. If you call yourself a real estate agent and you want leads and you're trying to make some money. Let's see. So you want that call to action to be at the very top, and you need it to on a home page, which is like your main page. It's like the front of your store when somebody comes in to visit your business, your store. You want at least 3 call to actions on your website on that front page, especially if you have a long page. The longer the page, the more call to actions you need. Let me say it again for the people in the back of the room that weren't paying attention. The longer the page, the more call to actions you need, because you don't want to bore people on your page, and you want them to do something. You want them to get in contact with you. You want them to sign an agreement with you, an agency agreement with you, so you can be their real estate agent, so you can help them buy a property or sell a property. So you need to have those call to actions spread out throughout that web page, that home page, and on the other pages also as well. But not so much on the other pages, but it's that home page. That's the main one. That's like I said, that's the front of your store. If you had a business, say like a big retail store, and somebody comes in and they're confused, they don't, like say you own a furniture store and you're just kind of walking around, nobody's helping you. How would you feel? You'll feel kind of like, their customer service sucks. I need help and they're not even trying to, help me. Or you say you're trying to, say if you own a car dealership and you get out your car and you start walking around the car dealership in the parking lot looking for cars, and you have questions, but nobody's coming out to help you. How would you feel? That's basically a call to action. It's like those people need to come outside and say, hello, how can I help you? That's like a call to action. They're taking action, getting in contact with you so you can do business. Okay? That's a call to action. Now, number 2, opt-in box. What is an opt-in box? Well, you find opt-in boxes mainly on the contact us page. That's a box that asks for somebody's name, phone number, email. And that's like a customer service box. And you always say something, if you need assistance or you need somebody to get in contact with you, um, put put your information in this box and we'll get in contact with you as soon as possible. That's if you like dealing with emails. If that customer likes to talk through emails and they don't want to pick up the phone. Some people don't want to talk on the phone. They'd rather just send an email. Hey, that's fine. It's not as popular as the phone, but it's another means of communication with your potential customers. So, and let me go back to the call to action real quick. There's another thing that you should add to that call to action, especially for the mobile visitors, the cell phone visitors. Most 90% of websites don't have this. Uh, the phone number to call, and you need that phone number for texting purposes also. You can create a button that says call us, and then you have another button that says text us. And people like to text more than they like to call. That text us button, text us, text me, is way more powerful than calling. Trust me. When you think about it. And they say texting, text get open within the first 9 seconds of people getting a text. And you're in business, and somebody send you a text message saying, "Hey, I'm interested in some of the properties that you have for sale," and you get a text like that. You immediately you're gonna be turning around and calling them right back. So that's a part of the call to action. But yeah, the opt-in box, is there for strictly emails. People who don't want to text, people don't want to call, they just rather send an email. It's not the main thing that you want as a way for somebody to get in contact with you, but it's just another way. And that's a great feature to have. Another feature most real estate agents' websites need, you need a lead magnet. What is a lead magnet? A lead magnet is similar to the opt-in box, because they kind of go hand in hand. In order to get the lead magnet, they have to opt in a box. Now, what is a lead magnet? A lead magnet is something that you give away for free, like a free gift. Like you might have like a book, like a pamphlet or something. Like how, you know, top home buying strategies for the average home buyer with average credit, something like that. And you just create a simple ebook, like a 5-page ebook, something simple, easily readable, not no 50-page book. It's just something simple, 5-6 pages, big letters, pictures, stuff like that. I'm trying to avoid the sun in my back. Okay, there you go. Yeah, create something simple that can be easily digestible and readable. 3-page pamphlet, or a 1-page PDF with top 20 ways to qualify for a loan with bad credit, something simple like that. And don't have it, you know, don't have it on the website where they can just look at it right there on the website. That's not a lead magnet. A lead magnet is something that is emailed to that visitor. So you create like a little image, go to canva.com and create a nice little design. And there are tons of templates out there that you can just edit and call it your own, and then just put the wording in there, like top best ways, 30 great ways to sell your house fast, or to make your house sell fast, or tips for great tips for military veterans to buy a house with no money down. Well, if you're a veteran, you're gonna get a VA loan. That's no money down right there. So that could just be one great way to VA veterans can buy a house with no money down. Number one, get a VA loan and call it a day. But yeah, that is what you call a lead magnet. And see, they want that information. And so in order to get that information, they have to fill out the opt-in box that's connected to that lead magnet. They put their name and their email address in, and when they click the button, it takes them to another page, and it's like a thank you page, or thanks for opting, thanks for inquiring about getting the free booklet. Check your email, and within the next minute, and if you don't see it in your inbox, check your spam folder. Because sometimes the emails go straight to the spam. That's what you call a lead magnet. Now, what happens on the back end now? Or you have the name, you have the email address. Now, they opted in to get that information. Now, they didn't opt in to talk to you. They didn't opt in to buy a property or to sell a property with you. They just opted in to get that free information. So what do you do at this point? Because you're like, your spidey senses are tingling, like ding, 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 ding. What should I do? What should I do? I got a hot lead. No, you don't. You have a warm lead at this point. So what you want to do at this point, you want to send them another email, like later on that day or the next day. Basically, you're putting them on an email auto responding protocol where every 2 or 3 days you're sending them an automatic email. Not you, but the system on the back end. Like you can create 10 emails that tries to sell the client, to sell the customer and turning them into a client. Like, and you don't want to just be salesy. You want to give value. Like you want to give them tips, more tips, more tips, more tips, more tips. It's like you're jabbing them in a boxing ring, jab, 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 and then swing. Like after every third valuable email, on the fourth one, go for the juggler, go for the knockout, and just say, and ask them, hey, if you like the information that you've received so far, and you would like to take it to the next level, hey, get in contact with me so we can get started on helping you buy a piece of property. Oops. And that's how you do that. And then if they don't call you at that point, jab again. Give them 3 more emails with more value. That's how you do that. And then once again, boom, go for the knockout. Ask for the sale again, or the contract, the agreement to get started with buying or selling a house. So that's what a lead magnet does, and that's how lead magnets work. Lead magnets are connected to an opt-in box, which is connected to an autoresponder on the back end of your website. Okay. Now moving on. Number 4. The number 4 feature that all real estate agents' websites must have: an FAQ page. And I know you're saying, what is FAQ? Oh, FAQ stands for frequently asked questions. Frequently asked questions. This page is a must. This page will save you countless hours of repeating yourself over and over and over and over. Without this page, you're gonna be, say you had a great day. You had 10 calls come in today of interested people who are thinking about buying a house. But every last one of these people had about 10 questions. And these questions all sound similar. They're asking you the same type of questions, like, how long have you been a real estate agent? Or how many houses have you helped buy? Or how many houses have you sold? They're asking you these questions like this. Or, you know, what is the interest rate that you think I can get for, and my credit is this, and or do you have any houses in this area over here that are 4.3s in a nice quiet neighborhood? Or just random questions that people keep asking. Or what is the timeline? How fast can you close on a piece on a house? Or if you're trying to sell a house, I'm trying to sell within the next 60 days, but I have to find some movers and you know, but I need to buy a house also. Can you help me with the selling and the buying process at the same time? Just questions after questions after questions, and you're going to be on the phone answering these same questions to these different people all day long, and it's going to get tiresome after a while. You're going to be every time the phone rings, you're going to be like, oh boy, I got another one, which is a good thing to have. The phone is ringing, but you're not enjoying what you're doing because you're constantly repeating yourself like a machine, and you're going to be thinking to yourself, oh, why did I get into this? You're going to be thinking about changing careers after a while because you're going to get so tired of talking on the phone and not doing business, not doing any transactions. Just think about it. If you're constantly repeating yourself over and over and over, when do you have time to actually do any real work to make some real money? If you're on the phone all the time answering the same questions over and over and over. That's why you need an FAQ page, a frequently asked questions page. You get 20 of the most common questions that you get all the time, and you put those questions on a page, a website page on your website. You put the question, and then you have the answer. Answer those questions. So now, when people are going to your website and they have questions, they can read the questions right there, and the answers are right there. What this does, this is like this page is like an employee, an assistant that works for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, doesn't get tired, doesn't get sick, doesn't want to take lunch breaks, doesn't go home for work, doesn't take vacations, doesn't take smoke breaks, drink breaks, doesn't fall asleep on the job, is not playing around goofing off on the phone, taking personal calls. This employee is a machine and it works nonstop while you're sleeping and while you're on vacation. It's working for you. So this page is a must have. I'll give you an example. I had a friend of mine I used to work with. He had a business, a financial company years ago, and I was working with him on his website. And I told him the same thing I'm telling you. And he was hemming and hawing and dragging his feet. And he never got around to giving me what I asked for, the questions and the answers. And he would always be on the phone. It got to the point where he was trying to get me to help him on the phones because he said, he was getting overwhelmed with all the phone calls and talking to people nonstop. But then I kept telling him, dude, give me your freaking questions and answers so I can put them on the website. But he never got around to it. You know, some people like to talk and talk and talk, and I think some people like to hear themselves talk. I think they get turned on by that kind of stuff. I'm like, look here, that's what you call um, not working smarter, but you're working harder. See, I like to work smarter, not harder. And having an FAQ page is working smart. And that's what all real estate agent websites need as a feature. All right. Last but not least, number 5, a navigation bar. You need a navigation bar. I mean, I shouldn't even have to say this, but you have to have this. But just having a navigation bar, which is basically home, buy, sell, property value, property listings, houses for sale, contact us. Instead of having stuff like that on there, which is the typical real estate agent website navigation bar. I've seen some navigation bars that have this goes from one side of the screen to the other, like 10 different links, and it's all random stuff. I'm like, no, 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 no. See, there's a psychology behind a website and sales and how to get somebody to take action. It's called AIDA. I talked about this in another video where there's a movie called The Glengarry Ross. I think that's the name of the movie. But anyway, it's a real estate movie, about these guys working at a timeshare office selling timeshares, and they're hustling people for these timeshares, trying to dupe them into buying timeshares. And it has some heavy hitters in it like Alec Baldwin, Al Pacino. Great movie. It's a great sales movie. So you get a chance, you need to watch that movie because you'll learn a lot about sales from watching that movie and how to manipulate and talk to people. But anyway, Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin. He's like a regional manager. He comes into the small office and he gives them a pep talk of why their sales suck. I mean, he's in there chewing them out, cussing them out, and everything. And he does a presentation, a quick sales presentation that kind of sums everything up. And he has two sheets of paper on that flip chart. He has a flip chart, of course. And on the first sheet, it has the letters AIDA. The AIDA. What does that stand for? A stands for attention. I stands for interested. D stands for decision. A stands for action. All right. A, do I have your attention? Your navigation bar needs to get their attention. Something needs to be on that navigation bar to get their attention. Well, having a navigation bar gets their attention because it's at the top of the website. I, interested. Are you interested in what I have to sell? Are you interested in signing up with me? Something needs to be on that nav bar that gets them interested. D, have you made a decision to sign up with me? You need something on that navigation bar that invokes a decision, a question in their head. And A, take action. You need something on that nav bar that gets them to take action. It's as simple as that. It's a psychology. It's a sales process psychology. You start over here and you end up over there. You want to lead them down the path with that nav bar. It might be very difficult to produce that on a nav bar. It's easily producible on a website, on a web page. And I talked about this in another video. How and the video is called the best layout for a real estate website. Yeah, AIDA, that's like the main thing, the best layout. But in a nav bar, you can do the same thing. You get their attention by having a nav bar. When they slide their mouse over the words in the nav bar, the letters, the color might change, things like that. It's already black, but then when they scroll the mouse, it might turn blue, or it might highlight the entire word, the background of the word. It might turn it blue and then have the letters go white. Things like that. That's how you get their attention and interest. You have to have things in there to get their, pique their interest. Like, are you interested in what we're talking about up here? Like, you have to have something up there like home buyers quiz, things like that, or a link in there something about like sellers, uh, home sellers tips. Have links up there like that. That gets them interested in what you're offering. The D for decision. Have you made a decision? You need to have something in there that invokes that question in their mind and makes them take action by calling you. You have to have that phone number in there, or not the phone number per se, but the contact us link. That's the take action link in the nav bar. Contact us, and then when they click on that, then the phone number's in there on that page. Right, as soon as it's not at the bottom of the contact us page. It's at the top of the page. It's already at the top of the page in the nav bar, but on that page itself, you have the phone number, and you have call me now, contact me. So, nevertheless, these are the top 5 features all real estate websites must have. So, hey, I have more great videos that I'm producing, and I have great videos already in my playlist. And you want to check out this next video right here, you're gonna love this one. It's gonna really help you out. Where I talk about a great topic on this one. So go right now, and check this one out right now. Okay, and I'll see you in the next video. All right. Good luck, real estate agents.